Well, hello and welcome to New Spring. My name is Tiffany, and I can't tell you enough how glad we are that you're with us this weekend. Right now, we're in a message series called Worlds of Warfare 4, Celestial Battles, and it's all about spiritual warfare. If you missed the first message of the series last weekend, you can go back and watch that at newspring.org/Worlds of Warfare 4. And by the title of the series, you can tell that this is actually our fourth series in this Worlds of Warfare anthology. You can check out the first three series at newspring.org/Worlds of Warfare anthology. Well, today I'm joined by a few members of our creative team, and if you've seen the creative work behind this series, the graphic and the video, these are the guys who made that all happen. We have DJ, our animation specialist and web experience developer, Justin, our film director, and TJ, our creative arts director, who also happens to be my husband. So I want to ask you guys a few questions about this series because I know you had a lot of fun with it. And my first question is for you, TJ. I know you and Pastor Mark work really closely on the visual direction for our series. So tell me about the process for this one.
Yeah, so I meet with Mark frequently and we discuss just series and his ideas. And a while back I had mentioned I'd love to do sci-fi, or we would love to do sci-fi at some point. And you could tell his eyes kind of lit up in that moment. But we just kind of moved on from it. And then several weeks later, he comes into the meeting and the first thing he says is, Worlds of Warfare 4, Celestial Battles, Star Wars. I want to do Star Wars. And he wanted to base it off the scripture, Ephesians 6:12. So we immediately were in. I immediately texted these guys and say, Star Wars, no pressure, but all the pressure. And we immediately started to get to work.
Yeah, 4 weeks, go.
4 weeks, go. No, so yeah, we were immediately on board. We're all fans of the property, and Mark clearly had a vision for what he wanted to do with the series, so we're just here to support that.
Justin and DJ, would you be able to tell us a little bit about your roles in the creation of this video? I think some people might be surprised to hear that this video was all created in-house.
So anything involving a camera or anything we're shooting practically is kind of my main role. And then DJ had several roles with this one.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I handle all the animation. Basically, my job on the animation side is to take Justin's vision and anything we can't capture in camera to make on the computer, I guess. And then I got to be the pilot, so that was fun.
Yeah, best pilot in the
That's
galaxy.
the most important.
Best pilot in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Well, one of the coolest things about this series video, I think, is the cockpit prop that you guys worked so hard on so that we could practically film this video. Justin and TJ, can you tell us a little bit about kind of what went into that?
Yeah, sure. So immediately when Mark said Star Wars, my mind started going through just the index of different Star Wars things we could do. And we're incredibly blessed with this LED wall in our studio. And I know how they practically film a lot of modern day Star Wars is putting a cockpit essentially in front of a wall like this. So I immediately went to our set shop and I said, hey, we need the basic structure for a cockpit. And then from there, me and Justin will take it and weather it and add all the little greeblies to it to make it look as authentic as we possibly could. So
Yeah, so the set shop killed it for us. They made the canopy with the plexiglass and the structure of the seat and all that from a 3D model that we had found DJ kind of manipulated for them. And so they delivered that to us and we just immediately got to work 3D printing, painting, weathering, all kinds of props. And it took a while to get to a shootable state, but we were super happy with how it turned out.
And what was cool, last weekend, we actually got to put that cockpit out and people got to come and kind of look inside and kind of see it up close. It's still over by the store if you're on campus and you want to go check it out. So some people might be watching this and wondering, why does New Spring put in all this effort into the branding for series? Can you guys speak into that?
I mean, a lot of that comes from just Mark's vision for New Spring, and there's a lot of spiritually unresolved people, and we're trying to connect with them a different way than just your typical church. And honestly, even Mark mentioned it about Worlds of Warfare. This series, to me personally, he mentioned how we have buy-in from New Springers or just people who come here a lot, but what we don't have is sometimes the buy-in of he could just say, I could call this series Spiritual Warfare, and people are going to be bought in with New Springers. But what is cool about Mark is he thinks, how do I get people who are spiritually unresolved in the seats and engaged? And Star Wars is just one of those many ideas that he came up with that we pursued to help accomplish that.
And I think it's kind of just in New Spring's mission statement, right? I mean, our whole goal is to help people connect with Jesus Christ, and we do that by creating joyful, relevant, and irresistible environments. And one of the ways we make those environments is by these series and making it enticing for, like you said, people on the outside who wouldn't necessarily know what spiritual warfare is, but who see something Star Wars themed and might be intrigued to at least stop in, and then we'd just let God and the gospel do what it does. So
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we're just so blessed at New Spring to have these three amazingly talented guys on our staff who, along with so many others, just set the table for people to hear God's truth and the good news of Jesus Christ. And I think I could speak for all of us when I say it is just such a blessing to be part of the amazing things that God is doing here at New Spring. Well, our service is about to begin, and we can't wait to worship with you. So thanks again for being with us today, and have a great weekend.
And may the force be with you.